I've now viewing the live stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the live stream with me. Okay, yours is fine, thank you. Which would you rather have, a tree or a tree? I don't get that one. DJ8, I'm from Kentucky. All right, Kentucky. Later on tonight when I stream, or tomorrow, what I'm gonna do, guys, is write down your names, your user handle, your names, where you're from, and this way it gives me a better idea, helps me remember who you are. We got 16 people joining us from TikTok now, and let's see here. Today is the 1st, April 1st, and 12:52 p.m. on a Saturday. Device that we have incoming is a Samsung Galaxy Note Note 9. Has a nice pretty little flower cover onto it. We even have a matching cable to match it, and back cover does not appear to be fractured. Front side does not appear to be fractured. Wait, it's fractured here in the lower left hand quadrant. Bixby button, volume down, volume up, power button, has positive tactile feedback. SIM cards present. Rear camera lens does not appear to be fractured. Charge port does pass a wiggle jiggle test. S Pen is present, and let's see if it's functional. Sure enough, it is functional, so that's great. Here are the stats on the top. 74% battery level. The battery, strangely, if I am not mistaken, it's not giving me a reading. And here's the reason why, guys. It's not even plugged in. Nothing. Odd. Okay. Definitely a good example of why we should keep things organized. Plug it in here. Now we're getting a reading. Okay, let's see here. What's a reading? Okay. Lightning bolt. And we have 2 amperes, so rolling nice and strong. Okay, hey phone doctor, haha, I'm from the south. Which part of the south? Spit not faces. I'm going to YouTube. See you on YouTube, Ben. Oh, there he is. Yeti Mods. Yeti Solas. Hello, welcome. Ben. Amal. Phone doc, how much does an electric scanner cost? Electric scanners, as you see it before you right here, is typically in a range of just a little bit more than 100, depending on the configuration. So about $100 to $200, and it is amazing in what it does. You know, it helps you troubleshoot things really fast. Without it, I don't understand how other phone technicians do without it. Every single repair I have, I always use the electrical scanner. I'm from New Jersey. Okay, Spitz. Yeah, I think you've been here before. I just didn't get a chance to write down your information from last time. Here's some of the information I'm talking about. Today I won't be able to do it, at least during this stream. I'm in a rush. Yeah, a big rush to finish this. I'd say we only have about an hour left, 45 minutes to an hour. Can Apple replace iPhone 14 Plus without the Apple Care? I'm sure they can. I'm just from Jersey. I do construction. Oh, sweet. Love meeting people here that does construction. Are you in school? You have your T and W license? What is T and W license trade? Why do you need a new battery? Such a new phone. All good, hanging in there. Hello, hello. Okay, guys, without further ado, I will start on this this repair for you guys. Come on, YouTube. Just keeps buffering. I'm back. Okay, gotcha. All right. Oh, I'm going to change the angle a little bit so that I can kind of view two at the same time. There you are. This way I can see both you guys at the same time. Hey, what's up, Doc? All right, let's bring out our tools to use to open up this bad boy. We need the blade. Of course, we need that. We need the Phone Doctor Juju juice. What else do we need? The Phillips screwdriver, and maybe a set of tweezers. We'll go ahead and open up our battery, prep it up. Guys, I'm going to be focusing the conversation more on YouTube now. So every so often I'll pop here on TikTok, but most of the conversations I'll be staring at the YouTube chat screen. Okay, guys? And plus, you get a better view of what's going on, what type of repairs I'm doing if you're on YouTube. There you are. How much for a screen for... I try not to answer prices just on TikTok. It's just not fair for anyone, because I really got to get a better idea of what your symptoms look like. All right. I think we have all the tools needed to get started. Let us get started. Put you guys over here so that we can chat and work at the same time. Activate the thermal air circulator, maximum heat setting. After the initial penetration, put a puck in there. Back glass is just about off, guys. A little bit more to go. We're finally off. The critical moment. Luckily, the back glass did not crack. So let's go ahead and move on to the next stage here. Yeti Mod says, Phone Doctor, is the battery from Samsung or third party? This is a third party aftermarket battery. Yeti Mods Amal. Difference between batteries from OEM, difference in prices, typically about $20 to $30. Performance is kind of similar, so it doesn't really make a difference for the client. It's more or less the bigger difference is the quality of the install. Morning, Phone Doctor. Hello, Zach Ferguson. Loved the pizza video that you made for me. It was makes me feel good, you know. It's like inspiring others to make pizzas and learning how to do things on their own. You've probably done it before, but you know, when I see people post it up on TikTok, it's just another thing. just one thing when people come in and say, hey, I love your content, it's just a whole nother level, when you inspire others to do similar things, and they'll actually show it and do it right there on TikTok for me, you know. So I really appreciate that, Zach Ferguson. And are you I believe Zach Ferguson is from San Diego, does automotive work for CarMax. So are you planning to do work today, or your day off today? Encourage more viewers. Yeah, I'm going to tackle my MacBook Pro repair soon. I'll make a TikTok. It's suffering BBC. I'm off today. Okay, yeah, definitely, yeah. I can't wait to see your MacBook Pro and highlighting its BBC conditions over there. People just think that BBC is just isolated, just phones. No, it's not. It also affects MacBook Pro batteries and others as well. And did you get a chance to check out some liquid 4s as well? Do they have any liquid 4s in San Diego, or is this more of an East Coast type of thing? All right, go ahead and start on the screws. Yes, I'm a big fan of liquid 4s. Good for the morning. Okay. Didn't even know that they had liquid 4s for you guys. You should definitely make a TikTok of that as well too. It seems to be people seem to love watching the liquid 4s get prepared. I don't really know why. It's just one of those things. Just never know what people like to watch, you know, honestly. If I made all the videos in which I thought people like to watch, it'd be super boring. Nobody really wants to watch it. So I just try to make all the ones that I think people want to watch. And then I watch a view count, and then I watch a comment, and I watch how many people forward it to other people. And then off of that, I take it as like feedback, and then I try to make other videos based upon all that. But I also like to hear comments too, like regular comments. Sometimes those are very important because the comments are real people talking to me. It's not like, sometimes if I just look at the metrics and just look at the number of likes and number of views, I don't know if they're pumped up or, you know, just created by NPCs. So let's see what Yetimod says. Works the same, right? Fair enough. Yep, that's right, Amal. These battery works the same. Actually, it'll work better than the used OEM ones that are inside. So always insist on getting the old saying I tell people is like, it's better to get a genuine Timex than a fake Rolex. So same thing with batteries. If you push people to say, hey, we're going to put original batteries in here, and if you don't really know the shop all that well, you know, sometimes they'll be pressured to put original ones in there, but they'll also neglect to let you know that the original ones are 3 or 4 years old from somebody else's battery. The criteria you set for them was put the original in. So rather than argue with you, they're yours, but it's not as good as an aftermarket brand new one. So I know sometimes car parts, if it doesn't have any sort of wear on them, car parts, you'll probably want to use like used parts on the car parts. If used originals, but say like a compressor or something like that, new ones are way better than the used aftermarket. I've got to run to work. I have a great live, bro. Yes, thanks so much, Amal. Hey, you know, if you get a chance, make a TikTok of yourself arriving to work, or, you know, any small parts of yourself going to work. That'd be great. Just as mentioned with Zachary, you know, start off with a few small, short TikToks. You know, don't stress yourself out over it. You know, I'll be the one viewer you'll get. If you're worried about getting views or something like that, I'll go ahead and view it and comment it. You know, I got your back. So I'll see you a bit later, Amal. yes, I'm a big fan of the liquid fours. Good for the evening. Well, hope you make a few videos on that, Zach. I don't know if you're still here or not. Sometimes people just join for a little bit and they go about their day, or they just watch in the background. They don't get a chance to chat. Today's a busier day for me, so I have to rock and roll a little bit faster in this repair. All right, the battery's finally exposed, which leads me to believe that I didn't really need to remove these bottom few screws over here. I'll go ahead and put it back in. No point in having it apart if you don't need to, you know. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Apologize for that big old cough. Okay, thanks, Zach. So I looked at the details of the video that you made, Zach, and it seems like the pizza that you have was Tony's Pizza, frozen pizza, and it started off as a cheese pizza. And I just glanced at it real quick. I think I watched it over almost like 3 times actually. It looks like a cheese pizza, and looks like you added some ham to it, and then of course a little bit of garlic powder. Garlic powder just adds that little zest and zing to it. Some people, you know, just because they're so afraid of so-called garlic breath, or they hear so many jokes about it, they let other people dictate what they like, you know. Their bodies, their taste bud likes the taste of garlic. But, you know, because of their concerns about what other people may think about them and all that, now they won't consume what they actually like. So, you know, as you get older, you start figuring, hey, it doesn't really matter what other people like or not, you know. You gotta like what you like. You gotta do what you do, you know. And the people that who actually appreciate you for who you are, they'll find you, you know. Don't change yourself just because you want to fit in with everybody else. You just got to do you. Seasoning is very important in the pizza making process, Doctor. Yes. How long have you been making pizzas for? Like that? I thought I was the only one. Guess others are doing it too, which is good. Makes me not feel like all alone out here. We're all going to have individual differences as far as what we want for toppings, but it's good to be able to just modify and add your own toppings. It's like a car, you know. You get your car, your base model car, and then you add your own little accessories to it, customize it. All right, sorry I'm talking a little bit faster. I gotta move along a little bit faster in this one. Always got to hit it with a little bit of juju juice, a little bit of heat. Those two things are just as vital as saying a welder with his welding gun. Now, sometimes people like to repair things without their thermal air circulator, their heat gun. But that's almost like saying some bridge builders can get by without welding their welders and their torches, you know. Each person has it, does it differently, and I don't want to knock on anybody else's repair techniques, but the heat gun and the thermal air circulators, they are one of my go-to tools. All right, what's your plans for today, Zach, if you're still there? Let's see here. We're gonna let it air out for a little bit. Just working around the house. Are you what do you call it? Still living with the your parents, or are you on your own now? you know, in the Asian community and household, kids, they stay with their parents until all throughout, you know, from childbirth all the way to senior ages. You know, the parents will grow old together. That's how it's supposed to be. So I think in an American society, that's kind of looked down upon, because people just think, oh yeah, you know, you should grow up and be out on your own and things like that. But you know, where possible, I encourage it. If you know you have like good family ties, good vibes at home, roommates. It's the only way to do it out here in San Diego. It's so expensive. Yeah, that's right. It sounds almost like New York, you know. New York is super pricey too. You get like 500 square foot and you have to pay like $2,000-$3,000 a month. I always watch this TikTok where he goes around and interviews people how much they pay for their living quarters. It's pretty interesting. Okay, see you later, Amal Yeti Mods. Luckily, we have a large 4-bedroom, 3-bath house for a $4K a month split. It's very affordable. Oh yeah, it's pretty gosh darn fancy at a 4K 4-bedroom house. It's looked like a pretty fancy place that you're living in. Has granite countertops. It looks like backsplash is beautiful. So quite fancy. It looks like you're a fun-loving type of guy, fun to get along with, so I'm sure your roommates really enjoy having you as a roommate as well, which is very important. Sometimes roommates just don't get along for whatever reason, just different vibes. Some of them may want a little bit of peace and quiet, and some of them may want to have big parties every night. So your roommates and you have got to make it work, you know. Okay, I'm piecing everything together. Even before testing it, I should have tested it first. Yeah, that's what I do before securing the last screw on here. It's important to test it. All right, looks like it's powering on. I'll go ahead and, at least it's powering on. Secure the last few screws on. So how many days did you work today? Monday through Friday? Was it 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.? What's your schedule like day to day, Zachary? Going back to torque all the screws, make sure they're nice and torqued in there, otherwise it might fall out. Monday through Thursday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, so you get a chance to get off a little bit earlier. Sometimes Friday and Saturday, depending on if they need overtime. This one's jutting out a little bit. There you go. Run your fingers down. Make sure that the parts and the retention clips are all overlapping correctly. Test out the screen. The screen passes a 12.12 region test. I think we're just about good to go. We'll go ahead and start sealing it back up with the original adhesive. I usually up at 3 a.m. as it's about an hour and 20-minute commute. Wowzers. Sheesh. 3 a.m. Sometimes I don't go to sleep until 3 a.m. But yeah. So that means you got to be in bed by, like, say 9-10 p.m. I aspire to be like that. Maybe I should wake up a similar time as you and start streaming super early in the morning instead of waking up so late. It's not a good idea to sleep in so much. I'm more of like a evening owl, late night owl type of person, but I'll maybe get inspired by you and start waking up earlier. Okay, there it is, a towel to clean things off a little bit. Just got a little bit of smudge everywhere. So how about, no, what are you doing? I am replacing the battery for Samsung Note 9. It has not been experiencing BBC, but it was showing symptomatics, so it's almost like an undercover BBC, you know, lurking in the background, ready to strike. Let's do the intro together. Are you ready for it? Hold out your hand like this, and 3, 2, 1. Thanks for joining. 1, 2, 3. Phone doctor. There you go. Get the timing in just right. The toughest part about the intro sometimes, guys, is that the 1, 2, 3 people aren't used to it, and they say the 1, 2, 3 too fast. So you have to have a little bit of pause in there. Say 1, 2, 3. Phone doctor. You know, those pauses are intentional. It gets people to just, you know, slow down with things and come on the same page together. You know, sometimes when people see 1, 2, 3, they're so quick to say, okay, easy, easy, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but it's actually slow and controlled. Dang, I missed doing the intro with you. Oh, shucks. All right, we can do it again, Luke, and welcome, buddy. May the force be with us, right? Get in position. 12 of us here. Hold out your hand like this. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to 1, 2, 3. Phone doctor. Put a little smile at the end. Let them know you're cool. Fellow repair guru. That's right. I didn't know you do repairs. I thought you were more of like a FBA, Amazon, selling stuff on Amazon type of person. I like this customer so much, I'm going to give her some new finish over here, okay, guys? Give her a little spritz of new finish. That way she can have a nice polished up, sexy coated feel to her phone. That's what I'll do every so often. You know, if I like the clients and stuff, I'll do a little bit of extra for them. And I hope you guys do the same if you guys get customers. I don't do professional repairs, but I do repairs on my own. Okay. Cool. That's why you know so much about it, you know. You're definitely meticulous to with attention to detail. From your comments and stuff, I definitely see that you see a lot of things out there, quite detail oriented, and it's great. It's always good to have another second set of eyes, sharp eyes on things. Really appreciate the second set of eyes. Every Jedi needs a second set of eyes, right? Okay. What else is new with you, Luke? Are you doing any other types of work or anything else? Any side hustles? We always appreciate you, phone doctor. Oh no, phone doctor appreciates you, Luke. It's OGs like you guys. I think Luke's been with me almost like a year and a half now. There's been quite a lot of people that kind of got filtered and blocked out along the way. I think probably more than a quarter of the viewers just don't really, I'd say about 200,000 viewers just didn't really follow the same philosophy. You know, it's almost like they say it's liquid IV, and that's it. That's all they have in their head. They won't see the liquid side of things. They just say it's either liquid IV or go home, phone doctor. So I say, well, you know, I want to keep the channels open for everybody else. There's some people out there that may think that it's liquid fours, not liquid IV, like you may think. And because they're so rigid and so structured in their thinking, they said, no, we can't roll with you anymore, phone doctor. We can't. So, you know, you get half your crew of about 200K followers. They go in and form their own liquid IV crew, whereas I'm still over here. I'm, you know, I roll hard and I roll strong with my my OGs. So I still call it liquid fours. I don't care what other people say. You know, I mean, you can call it liquid IV, but as long as you respect the opinions of others and allow others to, you know, have their own phrases and words, and, you know, don't restrict other people's freedom, right? I know I'm getting a little philosophical or argumentative, but at least just for these 1 second, guys. Hello, phone Dr. Frederick. How may I help you, please? Yeah, it is. Oh yeah. Can you bring it in for me so I can take a look at it for you? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go on an Easter egg hunt for a little bit and be back like mid-afternoon, say about an hour or two. If you can, bring it on by mid-afternoon today, and I'd love to look at it. It takes me about 3 to 5 minutes. Have you been following me on TikTok and YouTube yet? Yeah, I got TikTok and YouTube, and usually I'll post up my assessments on there. So, you know, I usually make like a quick 3 to 5 minute video of the assessment, and then I can get you it's my TikTok is 1 2 3 phone doctor. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I got a repair to wrap up, and I'm doing a live stream right now, and then I'll get running on an Easter egg hunt, and then be back later on this afternoon. So if you can plan that out and able to come out this evening, just give me a jingle, and I'd love to take a look at it for you and help you out with it. Thank you. And what's your name, by the way? Jaden. Thanks so much. And have you been to me before? Okay, cool. Well, I look forward to helping you out with it, Jaden, and we'll chat a little bit later then, okay? Bye bye now. Oh boy, almost missed a call. Sorry about that, guys. We always appreciate you, phone doctor. Calmest dude on TikTok and a master Jedi troll. Yeah, I don't know if that word is actually flattering, but I'll say thank you to that. There's no needle. No needle. Zachary, may I ask what you meant by no needle? Oh yes, there is no needle inside of the liquid fours. That's right. You know, people think that it's IV. IV stands for intravenous. And what do you think IV stands for, Luke? I think you say intravascular. So you probably think it's inside of the muscles. But there is no needle inside of that bag. I actually made a video of that. So that's one of our proof that it's not an IV, as what people may think it is. I think it's just a marketing strategy. They try to call it IV, and people are so excited buying the whole entire bag, thinking that there's 20 needles in there. There's no needles in there. Bro, intro to the person on the phone. Yeah, of course. I thought you guys may have liked that, so figure catch 2 birds in 1 fell swoop. Love you too, Luke. Hopefully you get a chance to make some more TikToks for us as well, Luke. You gotta make an outro so you can outro to people on the phone. Oh, that's a good idea. That's why I need fellow Jedi masters like yourself to help me come up with ideas like that. Now, what do you think is a good outro for the customer? Maybe the same thing, just rehash. Just say, well, thank you, sir, for joining me at 1, 2, 3 Phone Doctor. We'll see you next time. Okay. Very kind of you to help me come up with that idea. An intro and an outro using the same ingredients is what you say, right? All right, we're all done now, guys. What do you think, guys? Should I surprise gift the customer and the client with one pink 6-foot cable for her?
Hi.
Hello there.
Amazon was here.
Oh, you're Amazon?
No.
Oh, okay.
But they were here.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah. You here to check on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You came right on time. I was just finishing up the repair. I was streaming your repair on TikTok and YouTube, by the way. Do you have TikTok and YouTube?
I do not have TikTok.
But you do have YouTube.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I streamed it for you. So you may like it.
Okay.
Yeah. The repair is deemed complete, and you came in just in time, Miss Becky. And let's see here. I'll let you go ahead and check it out real quick too, okay? There you are.
Yeah, I do like my phone.
Oh yeah, that's a nice phone, the Samsung S9 or Note 9. Yeah.
It says we're gonna get more rain.
Oh yeah, good for the grass.
Yeah, if you have it.
You don't have any grass, huh?
We've been trying, but we had our whole yard regraded. We got out there and we got all the little stones out of it. Planted, watered, and then the rain came. Whoosh.
Wash it all down, huh? Oh, shucks. It'll probably take a season or two, a couple more years, you know?
Well, there's rock, exposed rock everywhere.